Hello everyone, welcome back to another ITHBL lesson. So for today, we're going to do a new project that's really interesting. I'm sure you'll like it. It is called Volleyball. So we're going to make that real game happen on Scratch. Okay, so let's take a look at today's schedule first. So for today's HBL lesson schedule, we are going to learn about the project Volleyball. I'm going to show you a video on how that works. And then we're going to explore some of the game features. So at least you understand what exactly you're making today and what you need to code for. Okay? And in today's project, we're going to do something new. We're going to learn about variables. So we're going to learn how to make and change a variable. And one example of that we're doing today is score. Okay? So we're going to add score into our game today. Once done, that's the end of this video. But on your own, you will need to watch the teacher's demonstration video. When you have finished, or if you don't want to watch it, that's fine. Move on to the activity. Go to Scratch, do your volleyball project. Finish, go back to eCampus ITHBL page, do your self-checklist, and that's the end of today's HBL lesson. Okay? So let's get started. We're going to watch a video on how this game works. Okay? Oops. Okay, so that's the game over when the ball touches the ground. Okay, so let's do a quick summary of this game. So in beach volleyball, the player, which is you have to control a player sprite to hit falling volleyballs to earn score points. So today we're going to have a score variable. That's new. The balls will fall from random positions at random time as well. So you got to be fast on your fingers to catch and hit the balls before they touch the ground. Okay? So let's see what are the game features that we have in this game. So firstly, you're going to have player sprites that will be moved using keyboard controls. So your first player will be controlled using arrow keys. All right. And of course, you're going to have a falling volleyball that will also bounce. So this ball is going to be coded to move forever. But something cool about today is we're going to add a direction change to change whether the ball goes up or it goes down. Okay, so to do a direction change for moving, we have to use this special block, point in direction, whether it's 0 pointing up or 180 pointing down. Okay, so we're going to use this block to change the upward or downward movement. Okay, so this is important. Let me go through the coding for this. This is what you need to do today. Okay, so this is the setup, the starting code for your volleyball. Let's look at the one on the left side. When green flag is clicked when the game starts, volleyball will start at a small size of 15%. It's not going to rotate, so don't rotate, just fix the position. Go to X, pick random, minus 180 to 180, Y 150. So what this means is that your volleyball will start randomly at the top of the game. The game will choose where it wants to start for your X. Is it on the left side? Is it on the right side? So on and so forth. Okay? And when your ball starts, it's going to start by falling downward. So that will be pointing in direction 180 down. Okay? Now at the same time, we have to code for the ball to move. So this is the second code we're going to have. When green flag is clicked, wait for 5 seconds before forever, ball will wait a very short time and keep moving. Okay, so in this whole game, the ball is constantly moving. You just need to change whether it moves up or moves down. Okay, so now let's continue that with the up and down conditions. Okay, add on to the code, we're going to add conditions now for the moving. So look at the first one. If the ball touches the edge of the game and its direction is 180, then play sound high conga until done, stop all. So what does this mean? This means that if the ball touches the edge of the game, the bottom edge is when the direction is 180, then we will freeze the game, stop the whole game. Okay, so this is the first condition. Second condition, if the ball touches player 1, then point in direction 0, change score by 1. So this means if the ball touches player 1, it's going to point up, it's going to move upwards and add 1 one score to you. Okay, so this is the touching player 1 bounce up code. Lastly, what happens if player 1 hits the ball and the ball touches the ceiling? What's going to happen? The ball has to fall down, right? So this is the next code. If touching edge and direction equals 0, point in direction 180. So this means if the ball touches the top, the ceiling, it's going to change its direction down. It's going to point and fall down instead. Okay, so these are the 3 must-have conditions in your game for it to work. Okay, this will make the ball bounce up and down. Now, class, finishing this code is not the end. These are all conditions. You have to make them happen forever. So what you need to do is you have to move this whole code inside your forever block under the move steps. Okay, so this is how it should look like when you finish the moving. Woo, big code today. Okay, looks scary, but it's doable, it's understandable. You can do it. Okay, so have faith in yourself. Okay, additional features for today's project. We're going to have a variable called score. We're going to count our score today. So what is a score? Why is it called a variable? A variable can be any information that can be changed or controlled. Score can increase, right? Score can also decrease. So it can be changed. This is called a variable. Okay, so today we're going to learn how to make and change it. And we're going to have a second player in our game. That makes it very fun. Okay, so let's look at variable today because that's new. Now, let's say you create any Scratch game. You want to add a score variable or a time variable. This is how you do it, okay? So on your Scratch project, go to this group called variables. Okay, and then Scratch will allow you to make a variable. So make your own. For this one, we're going to call it score. And then you just click the OK. Okay, simple. That's how you make a variable. Automatically, you should be able to see the score counter on the side of your Scratch screen. All right. Now, how do we change the score? How do we change the variable? Very easy. Use the blocks on the left. Okay. So, for example, we're going to click a sprite to change the score variable. Okay. Let's look at how we do this here. So, when this sprite is clicked, change my variable, change it to score, change by 1. So, what happens is when you launch the game, if you follow the instruction, click the sprite, your score should be increasing when you click on it. Okay, so this is how you can change your variables like score using a simple block. All right, very easy. You can do it too. Okay, so that's sort of all for group learning. But before I let you go, let's go through some of the important things you need to do today. Okay, so after you have watched the teacher's demonstration video, or if you don't want to, that's fine. You will need to go to Scratch. You will need to open up Miss Claire's template that I've created for you. So you just need to log into your class, open up my stuff, check for your name, look for volleyball project, see inside, do your coding, finish, save your work, sign out of Scratch, go back to the eCampus ITHBL page and do your self-checklist. Okay, and that's all for today. So everyone, enjoy the process, have fun. See you next time. Bye.